Welcome everybody to this new round of the eSailing Nations Cup. Today we're going to see Japan versus Germany. It'll be Japan's Japan's second game and Germany's first game today. Let's have a look at the different groups that we'll see today. So in Group A we have France, Germany, Japan, and Switzerland. Group B, Italy, Poland, Sweden, and Turkey. In terms of the standings for Group A, we can see that France is currently leading the group with 4 points, having played once and winning that game 5-0 against Switzerland last Friday. Japan has played once as well versus Switzerland and have won a narrow victory against them, scoring 3 rounds to 2. Switzerland already played twice and lost both of their matches, but had some great battles, so the scores isn't actually reflective of what happened during these races. They're currently third of their group with 3 points as well. And Germany hasn't played yet, so Germany is going to dictate the order of the rankings at the end of this match. If they manage to win against Japan, it'll put Switzerland in a very good spot. So yeah, currently waiting for the players to join the arenas. We'll let you know once it is there and it is ready. I am currently joined with with me today is Donnie and Johannes. Donnie, how are you doing?
Grand. Yep, looking forward to a big match in this group. Could be the battle for second place, but we'll have to see how it pans out. Switzerland still with a chance, but yeah, this is a big match.
For sure. And also with us is Johannes from the German Sailing Federation. Johannes, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm still a bit exhausted from the German eSailing offshore championship, but well, getting better. I'm not that tired anymore like this morning after sailing through the whole night. So I'm really looking forward to very exciting matches.
It's going to be a very exciting match. For sure. Is the Japanese team kind of a team you fear to go up against?
Yes. Yes, indeed. They grew a lot better the last year and before. So some of the Japanese players are really in the top of the world championship ranking, and so they are really to fear. And I think our group overall is a very very strong group with the French guys and the Japanese guys. Yeah. Let's see what will happen.
Let's see what happens. 15 seconds until the start. It's ULTK versus Caroline Zhu. ULTK with Caroline Zhu versus KGR and Kanako in this first race, which is the Star. Donnie, do you want to tell us a bit about the Star?
Well, just watching the start, it looked like Japan were going to get complete control, but we've got Caroline Zhu has actually got a nice position over who's that next to him, Kanako. So yeah, it's quite even just now. But KGR, of course, he's in the controlling position at the moment. So yeah,
KGR is a name you recognize. He's been in the Olympics final for the OES as well as the grand final for the eSailing World Championship. So he is a very good eSailer, and we've seen him a couple of times at the top of the rankings for sure. Though we also have some really good names. ULTK, well, obviously part of the Unicorns of Love team, on the German side.
Yeah, Till is a very, very good sailor in real life and in eSailing. Yeah, it's a good match, I think, for Ani, KGR, and Kanako. Let's see.
Yep, let's see as they start to approach this first mark. I guess the most interesting part of the Star is going to be the downwind legs, with this huge wind shadow that the Star has. This is where all the tactics are gonna be pushed to the limits. Is there a specific tactic that the German team is approaching this competition with, Johannes?
We have to survive the first race. That's very, very important. Or the first match against Japan. We're trying to win the first race, I think, and then play it safe afterwards. But that's not easy against the guys from Japan. So the first match will be very important, I think.
Yeah, and Japan is a tough team to beat for sure. They've had some really good matches over the years. They actually won against France during the first edition of the eSailing Nations Cup.
Yeah.
And they're going to want to take their revenge. Though if Germany played their cards well, they can end up at the top of the group. If they manage to get a 5-0 or a 4-1, 5-0 against Japan, they could possibly become first with France of their group.
Yeah.
And that would actually help out Switzerland.
And it's still the first race.
It's still the first race for sure. We'll see what happens later on. So we see Kanako going for Carolina and ULTK going for KGR.
Yeah,
and a penalty for Kanako.
As long as Caroline can stay in front, that's very, very important. I think two is very, very strong, and he can like match.
And a penalty for TK. Yeah. Yeah, if she can stay in front, and if TK can manage to not be fourth, it'll be better for Germany for sure. Just to give you a quick summary of how the team race works. So the score of the team is the addition of the position of each member of that team. If there is a draw, so for example 1 and 4 and 2 and 3, then the team who does not finish first actually takes the round. So what Germany is doing right now, if the race ends right now, Japan would actually take the win because they are second and third and not first.
Yeah, when it's 2v2, basically whichever boat finishes last, that team loses. So It's the easiest way to
explain it. You said it in 2 words.
Yeah. So yeah, we see Carolinja coming back to try and push KGR back.
Yeah, the Japanese position was too strong. Caroline had to come back.
But I think KGR still has a piece of TK there.
Oh, it's too close. I think Fanny could have penalized TK there. Didn't do. Now they let him go to the right side. That's dangerous.
Yeah, I think this far up the beat, no team's going to be able to make a break, so it's going to be all down to the last run.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
I think if the Japanese would have played that right, they could have like the gap between them and the Germans.
Okay, well, having a look at the chat from the Twitch stream. Welcome, Vitri Dzevsky. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. eSailing and Sombrero. So we have the French and the Italians looking at this game. Unfortunate penalty for TK, who touched the mark, I believe.
Oh no! Unforced error. Yeah.
And it's gonna be hard.
Johannes, do you know whether TK prefers to lead or to attack from behind when he's in the star? Do you know if he has a preference?
Actually, I don't know, but I know that he is capable of both. So
KGR really forcing the
Yeah,
penalties on TK.
currently now he is behind. Caroline's going to the far left.
And
I
Caroline,
think it is attacking. Kanako now. I think they're going for her.
Yeah, KGR is what is gonna tail TK, trying to force a penalty again on him.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
And penalty for TK.
That's an interesting move. They're coming back.
yeah, nothing decisive yet at this stage.
Whoever managed to put the penalty and break away is likely going to win this race.
Oh,
Yeah, with the shift from the left.
And a
Yeah,
penalty for
very
KGR.
important. So if Caroline goes now to the left far enough, I think that should be a possibility. For her to get it to the finish.
Yeah, she might be able to hold that position.
Oh, that's close. Will they
This
manage
is
an
going to be
overlap there?
very close. TK crosses the line, so Carolina needs to make sure that she does not cross the line last.
It's the zone, she's got it.
And
Wow.
I think, yeah, and I think
There
she's
she
got it
is.
the first round
Wow.
for Germany against this tense battle happening.
That was impressive.
Actually, I'm very impressed how she handled that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johannes, Caroline Chu isn't a name that I think myself and Oscar are familiar with. Can you tell us something about her?
Actually, no. Actually, I never met her. I never met her in person. And didn't meet her well online yet as well. So I'm very, very surprised to see her move that good in this competition.
Yeah, she handled that last bit of the run really well.
Yeah, she handled the boat upwind and downwind very well. So it looks like she trained a lot in the PRL, I think, in the team race league.
So 2v2 mixed star goes for Germany. It's currently 1-0 for Germany. Next up is the offshore racer in a 3v3. Let's have a look at the teams. On the Japanese side, we have Kazuki, Yutsuki, and Ozul versus, for the Germans, Peter G-Man, Luke Will, and Roxy Johnny. We're currently waiting for the teams to join the arena.
I think for Germany, this is like one of the strongest setups for the 3-player team we can set up.
Yep.
So Yoni and PK, he is they are both sailing in the German sailing Bundesliga, so the German sailing league. Very strong sailors in real life, very good sailors, very, very good e-sailors. So yeah.
So competitors are in.
Well,
waiting a last confirmation to see. Okay, the race can start. 1 minute 15 seconds until the start. Speaking of offshore, you said you were having your German offshore competition at the moment, Johannes.
Yeah, we it started on Friday at noon and like ended today. Today in the morning. I participated as well. I didn't perform that well. I ran aground 4 times. Finished somewhere in the middle of the fleet. Well, Roxy Yoni also, like, he was in I think he finished 10th or so. And Peter, who is now sailing the boat ESG 777 here in the race, I think he was even behind me. But we are no skilled offshore sailors. We just tried it to take part, and Yoni did a very, very good job there.
Nice. Yeah, I tried the Transat Jacques Vabre on offshore this year.
Okay.
It was like 20,000, something like that. So,
I started with offshore eSailing.
yep.
So virtual regatta offshore. I started with that, and yeah, switched to inshore sailing like I think 4 or 5 years ago. So I think 5 years ago. So I didn't sail offshore races since then.
Okay. What about you, Donnie? Have you ever done some offshore racers?
I did offshore in the past before I discovered inshore. So I have finished top 10 in some legs of the what's the round the world
The ocean
the
race.
Volvo. Yeah, I finished top 10.
Oh, that's very,
That's
very good.
yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, indeed.
But
Indeed.
yeah, it takes so much of your time.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to connect every
even at night.
is it every 6 hours to get the updated ones?
Yeah. I remember doing that. It was just really tough.
Okay, so what's happening right now for 3v3 offshore races, Japan versus Germany? So Germany took the first round in the 2v2 star mixed race. They're looking to get this round as well. Japan needs to hang in there. They've surprised us against Switzerland, losing the first 2 rounds as well, but then clutched it up and won the last 3 rounds. So we might have a repeat of this again. Let's hope not for the Germans. So Roxy Johnny at the front.
There's a unexpected
Penalty for Ozil.
penalty.
Yep.
So the position is not that strong as it was before. But I'm still.
Yeah, it's looking good for Germany.
Well, the penalty came back.
So far looking good for Germany. Yeah, let's try not to jinx it for them.
Yeah, as long as the first both they can escape, I think the last one is it's okay. The last place for Luke.
Ozil needs to drop back and get a cover on ESG here.
Is there a strategy with the offshore racer, Donnie?
Well,
yeah, I'm not sure. The wind shadow is not so strong, so you can sometimes survive the downwind attacks for a bit longer than you might in the J70.
As we see, 2 penalties for Germans.
Yes, so yeah, Japan in with a chance here.
yeah. So that's two very important penalties from the Japanese guys to the Germans. That will not be easy to come back there, but they're moving their boats well.
So I guess a lot resting on Ozil here. He needs to try and push the 2 German boats back at the left.
Yeah, and yeah, to the much weaker side there. They're very strong on the right side. 3 Japanese boats on the right side. Luke in last place.
Yeah, Roxy is going to have to help out from the front now. Japan and quite strong in second, third, and probably fourth. So Roxy setting the mark trap.
And
Only chance in this position.
penalty, 3 penalties,
Yes.
1 for ESG, Peter G-Man, Kazuki, and Luke Will. And Johnny managed to put another penalty on Ozil. Well, ESG picks up another one.
Right, this is interesting. They can't go too far to the left looking downwind, or they'll go out of the breeze. So quite interesting tactically.
Yeah, the wind pressure is where Ozil is.
Yeah, Roxy being covered, so Ozil has a chance to get through maybe towards first.
Yeah.
But
It's still in a very strong position, Japan.
a jibe now.
Strong.
Oh. Yeah, looks like they're going to get... Oh! Might have thrown that
Still
there.
possible. But
Whoa. I thought Japan had that.
I
Yeah,
think
so
so.
1, 3, and 5 for
so.
Germany, 2, 4, and 6 for Japan.
Oh, wow.
Oh, very good win for Germany. They pulled it out at the last second of the run.
So great. Yeah, and another great race for the German guys. So
Yeah, 2-0
Luke
for
managed
Germany.
to- yeah.
So we're actually going to switch it up this time. So the third race is not going to be what is usually the J70, but it's going to be the F50 this time. So next up is a 3v3 in F50.
Johannes, I'm
Yes.
interested. You're not in the lineup yourself. That surprises me a wee bit. You must be very confident with the team you have out on the race course today.
Well, I am quite confident with the guys we nominated there, but actually, it was because well, I didn't state that I am available today because actually I have to work a lot on the weekends because I own a little farm. I have some cows running around here, some sheep running around here, and I have to take care of them. And well, I hurt my back this noon at lunchtime, so I am free now. But that is a little bit unexpected.
Well, if the races keep going the way they are, you might not get back in the team.
I think maybe for the matches this evening, I might join them. I think,
Yeah, because this evening Germany is taking on France.
Right.
For their second game, so 2 matches for Germany today. So on the Japanese team in the 3v3 F50, we see Yutsuki, FC Rich, and Saken. FC Rich, you might recognize his name as well. He's been in the grand final of the eSailing World Championship. And you might also see some familiar names in the German roster, Roxy Johnny, Luxon, and ESG. Luxon being your inshore champion this year, right?
Yes, he is, and he is also a German Bundesliga sailor, so German league sailor. Yeah, one Luke replaces the other Luke in this race. Also, it's at least as strong as the last team. Very, very good setup.
Yeah, for sure, some pretty big names in both teams. What's the strategy here in the F50, Donnie?
Oh, I'm absolutely the wrong person to ask. I detest the F50 and I am equally bad at it. So, but
So yeah,
And a false start for Luke then.
yeah, Japan in control at the moment. If Yutsuki can push out, who's that? ESG? Oh, yeah. So big
early over the
problem
line by
for Germany just now.
Actually, in the F50, it's very, very important to be in the front from the beginning, because you can't really attack by creating a wind shadow, because the wind shadow also downwind goes to the back. So stronger position for Japan now.
The F50 is one of the fastest sailboats in the world, if not the fastest boats in the world. It goes faster than the wind, so that's why in the downwind you see the wind shadow being behind the boat instead of usually in front. I believe the speed record for the F50 is actually over 100 kilometers per hour, done by the British team during this season of SailGP. Currently, Japan looking strong, having the top three position, 1, 2, and 3.
I think
that's
Roxy might get a wee piece of Rich when he puts attack in, but nope, Rich has managed to close it off. This is looking very bad for Germany now. Going to be very tough to come back from that position.
Yeah, very, very tough. Even if we have 3 former or current German champions sailing there currently, I think they all are. But the position is very wrong for the Japanese colleagues now.
So I need to see if ESG can avoid a penalty here. Rich will be going for him. Yep, got him. Rich is just going to try and hold the German fleet back and let the front two sail into the distance.
I would call that nearly impossible from now on.
Yep, we're looking for disconnects as the only way out of this one. ESG's managed to get through to third, but a long way back from the top two. Oh no, he's not even managed to get third, so
yeah.
Depends how quickly the shift comes in. Yeah.
Just commentating on the chat of the stream right now. Several of you have been timed out for spamming the emotes. I apologize for that. That's actually an error from the Nightbot, so I do apologize for that. It's been disabled. So it's going to be very hard for Germany to catch up right now.
Yes.
Yep. We can almost
Stefan
call that.
also came to the right side. It's the stronger side now with the right shift. And FC Rich also already gained third place back. So
time to start looking forward to the next match.
Yep.
Very, very good performance by our Japanese friends.
Well, that was a must-win tie for Japan, and they've managed to win it. So it's still still open for the win.
Yep. Nothing is set yet. So it'll be 2-1 for Germany still.
So well done to Japan. Came through in that race with the pressure on, needing the victory.
I'm actually a bit surprised by this result, but I think it looks worse than it actually was.
Yeah, I mean, Germany had a strong lineup, but equally the three from Japan were very strong in the F50 as well. So it's quite an even matchup, I think. As you say, it's all on the start. You get the start, and you can control the F50 after that.
Next up is the J70.
Yeah. For me, for the team race, this is the most interesting boat with a strong wind shadow downwind. Very maneuverable. That will be an interesting race.
Yep, pretty even lineups, I would say. It's difficult to call a winner out of this one.
And looks like everyone is in, so the race can start anytime now. One minute, 10 seconds until the start. We have Ozil, Soken, FC Rich, and Evario on the Japanese team, and Jur7, Knud, TK, and Karolinju on the German team. Anyone you want to highlight on the German side, Johannes?
I think you can highlight them all. I think Till is the strongest of them all there in this this team. And when I have a look at the Japanese sailors, then they are very, very strong. But actually, Caroline surprised me in her first race. PR7 is also not bad, and Knud is also a very good sailor. So how do you call it? Let's see how routine these guys are in the team race.
Just down to who pulls the trigger the best off that line. Everybody was lined up.
Yeah.
Very
beautiful start.
Even maybe slightly favour Japan with a slight edge.
Yeah.
It's too early to say if anyone really has it. We see a penalty for Soken. When you're playing these races, what are you looking at, Donnie? Obviously, the wind shifts, the pressures, the.
Yeah, if I'm team racing, I'm typically looking for wind shifts, looking for the bands of pressure and where I think the wind shifts are going to come from. And somebody who's better at team racing is telling me where to go in terms of the boat-on-boat tactics. So, the British team will manage it. So the better team racers will call the shots in terms of boat-on-boat tactics, and I might give my input on the overall race strategy in terms of playing the shifts.
Yep, so for playing the shifts, you can actually look at the mini-map top left, and you'll see these windsocks telling you the future wind and its direction.
Yeah.
So this is where you'll strategize. If you see that the future wind is coming from a certain side, you might adapt your strategy. Also, on the race course, you'll see sometimes the water darkens. That means that the wind pressure is stronger in that area compared to lighter areas. So usually that means you go faster, and you want to favor these areas as well.
So the German team have come back quite well here. It's really Iwario having to fight them off. I think he needs to hang on to first, because Germany have got the next places sewn up. So I guess we're looking at Iwario trying to cause a bit of havoc at the top mark.
Yep.
The positions changed a bit, so Germany in a bit stronger position. But 2 penalties now for them.
I've already put a penalty on TK.
Yep, still close race. Anybody's race at the moment.
You have this duo at the front with Knut and Iwario. But Knut deciding to back off and going on the left.
Hoping that the wind pressure advantage is enough to counter losing the starboard position.
And a penalty to Carolindu from FC Rich. And for Jerusalem from Salkin as well.
Carolinja needs to try and give a few penalties here.
Yeah.
No.
He tried but missed. Well, but 2 penalties for the Japanese.
2 penalties for the Japanese teams, yep.
And Knut has got the first place, so with first and third looking slight advantage to Germany just now.
But it's still very, very close.
Knut really wants to stay in control of Iwario here. Always keeping him in his wind shadow.
It's on the other hand covering too. So TK. Who's free now?
Yeah, I think Rich was maybe trying to get the pen but didn't manage it. It's let TK get away in free air.
So, but regarding PK, FC Rich is still in a better position. Of course, he can
Yeah, Rich is still going to be able to get him on the tacky.
If he manages to position himself to the leeward with front of still, like he does now.
I think
So
I think Iwario if Iwayo can hold back Carolingia and let through Socken, that would be a good move, but I think Carolingia will get through it.
He tries to. No, he does not try to set a mark trap. I think he.
I would imagine Rich will try and slow down the next two German boats.
Yeah, he did slow down to
Yep.
allow his team to catch up, but he didn't do any mark traps or try anything conclusive at the marks.
So, but this is the much stronger position now for Japan. The German guys do not cover the Japanese guys sufficiently, I think.
Yeah, Ozil's managed to get free wind there, and Iwayo's not getting covered too badly, so.
Yeah.
I think GR7 could do with coming down and putting a wee cover on. Yep, like that.
So this is the moment where Knut should have to come back.
This is where the positions are changing and changing. I need a calculator to work out who's in the lead.
Well, currently it's 20 points for Germany, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Which means that Japan had 16.
Japan leading, but it's close enough that it can change very quickly.
So we have Knut and Ozil making it for the finish line.
Okay, Knut secured the
Knut
first.
secured the first place, followed closely by Ozil, yep. Iwayo coming up next.
Oh, this will be close.
This is going to be very close. Carolina cannot slow down Socken enough.
Oh.
Let's see what this gives us.
That's a win for Japan, is it? 5, 10, 17 plays.
I would need a calculator for that.
17 plays 19. Japan win.
So you had 2, 3.
Yeah, easy Japan. So I think all goes down to the final race.
That's number 2, 3, 5, and 8 for Japan. So that's 18 points, and then 1, 4, 6, and 7 for Germany, so that's 18 points as well.
Oh, Germany win it. I was looking at the screen displaying not the ranking at the end, so yeah.
So to
Germany
me,
won
it's
the
a draw in terms of the points, but it's a Japan
win for
win,
Germany.
no? Since Germany has the first place.
Oh,
but first and not the last.
So is it the first that? Oh,
It's the first. We'll need to see URO, but to me,
Japan win. Yeah, Japan win because Germany's first.
yeah.
Wow, that was close.
Indeed.
Farley was messaging me, telling me, "No, it's Japan have won because Germany are first."
So here we have the score 2-2. And the last race is going to be decided by the 4v4 Ilka,
Wow.
or
Chaos.
laser as we used to call it.
Shall we look at the lineups and see who's going to be up in this one?
Yeah.
So the lineups for this one, who do we have? On the German side, we have Luke Will, Luxen, Jer7, and Knud. And on the Japanese side, we have Kazuki, Ivario, KGR, and Kanako.
Any predictions?
Again, everything can happen.
Yeah.
We're all in the start again.
They're all in, and
All
with
in.
the laser, wind shadow is not that big. So it depends on the wind. If it's very strong, the wind, the player who rounds the top mark first will be gone quite quickly. So if you have a sufficiently big gap on the upwind, you cannot get the front runner on the downwind.
Yeah. Wind shadow's quite punishing in the upwind though, so
yeah.
See who pulls off the best start. Slightly pin biased just now, but it's probably going to neutralise by the start time.
Actually, it looks to me like two boats are like sailing to nowhere. So they might be not in control of their boat.
I think if I was starting this one, I'd be trying to win the pin on starboard and head left. Ten seconds to go.
Yeah, to clarify what's happening in the chat right now, so in case of a draw, the team who does not finish first actually wins the race. So in the case of the previous race, where both teams had 18 points, Germany had the player who crossed the finish line first was on the German team, therefore the win goes to Japan.
I think the shift is in, so Japan are in a very strong position here.
Yes, indeed.
I imagine KGR will bear off slightly, probably to put Knud into bad wind, and you probably want to sail fast on this shift just now before the shift neutralises. Otherwise, Luxen might pick up something on the right hand side, or he'd be hoping he picks up something on the right hand side.
Yep, and this round is going to be very important for every team in the group actually. If Germany manages to win this round, they put Switzerland in a good spot.
Yeah,
and it's going to be harder for Japan.
Give Switzerland a chance.
Oh.
So.
Why are you going very deep there?
Looks like Germany is also being protested. I will give you more information as I have it, as I receive them.
Potentially for a penalty start, I guess.
We'll see.
Well, I did not see that. I have to say that now, but I really didn't see that.
There was a boat under penalty starting on port, but it's always how you call these things. It's not my place to judge.
Yeah. Well, if it is a penalty start, I believe the protest will be unconclusive.
Oh no!
Oh, what is happening?
Goal from the mark. That could be.
That's expensive.
Oh, JR7 is just close enough, hopefully, to hang on to Kazuki. Yep. So they still have a
Yeah,
chance to try and push Kazuki to the back. They need to push the two Japanese boats to last and second last.
Currently, the two German boats are carrying themselves. No, they're free.
They lost
a lot.
All the pressure's on JR7. He needs to get in front of Kazuki. Ah!
Oh dear.
Be the last chance there. The shift in hard, I think it's going to be tough for Germany.
Yeah, very, very tough. They have to somehow get Kazuki, but both others are gone.
It's such a big shift just now. It sort of limits the tactical opportunities to try and pull something back. Yep. The shift's going to die, and Kazuki will cross JR7 by a distance. So
yeah.
Well, at the moment, it's looking like Japan have executed another get out of jail free card.
Yeah. That's right. Distances are too big now.
Yeah, maybe boat handling error from Japan in the mark rounding, hitting the mark, something like this. That's what you're hoping for as a German supporter.
Mm-hmm.
A wee bit of a right shift coming in might pull JR7 slightly closer. Don't know if it's close enough. There's no mistakes though.
They have to make a mistake, I think. So it's showing now like around 25 meters of advantage for Kazuki to DR7. In this strong wind, this is too much.
Yep. As long as Kazuki makes a reasonable rounding, he's gone. So, well, unlucky for Germany, but well done to Japan. A lot of pressure, going 2-0 down again and coming back to win.
Yeah, and we had a very, very tight race, the last race. Yeah, sadly, it did not. It has not been enough.
Yeah. But a 3-2 defeat, not the end of the world. It's 2 points, and Japan have got France to play next. So a strong victory over Switzerland would still put Germany in with a good shout. So all to play for.
Yeah, and still France to play as well. But really, I think they are the strongest. Oh, Ivario is just doing an extra lap.
Confirmation of the score. We have 1, 2, 3 for Japan, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Germany, and 8 for Vario. This is a win for Japan.
And I guess no need for protests, so that will keep everybody happy.
So yeah, well sailed to the friend from Japan. Well done.
Yeah, well done to Japan, well done to Germany. It's been some really tight races. Japan almost, well, did exactly the same as they did for against Switzerland, losing the first 2 rounds and then clutching it up. So yeah, let's have a look in a second for the standings of the group. I believe that Japan stays second and Germany might be third of the group. We'll see in just a second.
Japan will have 4 points. Switzerland will have 3 points. And Germany will have 2 points. I'm not counting France because I'm assuming they're going to finish first. So the battle for second place in this group, I think. But that will become clearer after this evening's race, I guess.
Yep. Cool. So we're just waiting for the results of the standings, and then we'll call it a day for this match. Next up is also Germany playing against France tonight at 9 p.m. CET. So hope to see you there, everyone. Thank you everyone who joined the stream. It's been fun. It was a really tight match, Japan versus Germany. We'll see what Germany can pull off against France later on. Thank you, Johannes, for joining us, and thank you, Donnie, for being here as well.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you all later tonight. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.